So good afternoon everyone. We're in Skipton this afternoon in North Yorkshire. Now I've just passed this place, the celebrated pork pie establishment, Stanforth Traditional Butcher. Now it doesn't look that busy now, but about 5 minutes ago, as luck would have it, there was a queue outside the door here, so they must be doing something right. So it's just about to rain, it's a bit blustery. So let's get in, out of the wind and the rain, and let's try out some of these pies. Just to show you the prices and the window display. I could spend a fortune in here. Look at them pies. Look good them, don't they? Hey up, I need to tell you, don't I, how much the food that you're about to see me scoff, how much it all cost. So it's I think it's the 21st of February 2025. We're in Skipton, as I say, in northern England. So the small pork pie was £1.80, the meat and potato pie was £3, and the steak pie was £3 as well. So that comes to a grand total of £7.80. And as I say, we're in northern England, and please let me know whether you think that's good value or not in the comments. So I've got the goods, so let's have a look at them individually. So I think this one is the pork pie. You can not let the bag blow away. So that's your pork pie. Still got a bit of warmth to it, that. It's got a good bake on it, that as well, hasn't it? I know the crimping's mechanical, but still pretty decent, that. I like it. Some care's been taken with that, and it's got a good bake on it, that as well. So that's the pork pie. Now then, it's going to be a guessing game, this. Now this one, I think that's going to be the steak pie. Let's have a look at the other one as well. And we can tell then, can't we? No. So this one, we'll get it right yet, won't we? This one is the meat and potato pie. Again, good bake on it. Looks decent, that, got some weight to it. Nothing wrong with that. So that's the meat and potato pie. And if we can pop this one out of its shell, that is going to be the steak pie. Looks good again. And no doubt you can hear a hungry Labrador crying, but he'll get some in a bit. So yeah, that's the steak pie. So we'll get into these, if I can just put them all together without the packaging blowing away. We'll get into this little lot in a sec, shall we? So let's have a look at this pork pie first, shall we? As I say, it is quite blustery today, so I'm hoping that you can hear me over the wind noise. So that is, let's have a look, it's quite juicy, that, not complaining. So that is, let me just break that off. There we go. So that's a cross section of the pork pie. And I've not done a good job of this, really, have I? Let's taste the pastry first. Let's have a little. That is very nice, that. You can taste the salt. Plenty of juice in it as well. That tastes so nice. Nice crispy pastry. Succulent pork meat. Plenty of juice. So next on the hit list, let's have a look at this meat and potato pie, shall we? Now I'll just move that out of the way so it doesn't blow off. As I say, it's quite a blustery day today. So we'll put that on top of there. Do a bit of rearranging. And let's break into this. You know what, I've got it wrong, haven't I? I thought this was the meat and potato. Not sure what's going on here. I may have got I did ask for, what did I ask for? I did ask for a pork pie, a steak pie, and a meat and potato pie. But I would imagine that is going to be the steak pie. Anyway, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? So this pie surprised me a bit. I started recording and I sliced into it, cut it in half, and I thought they'd made a mistake in the shop, but I don't think they have. So this one is, according to the receipt, this is the meat and potato pie, but it doesn't look like one, does it? I'd say that looks like a steak pie, that. But once you've bitten into it, as you can see here, which I already have done, it does taste. It does taste of meat and potato, that. It's a strange one because it doesn't look like a meat and potato pie that I've ever had before. Got some nice rich gravy in there. You can taste the potato as well, which is strange. But yeah, very nice, that. That is a nice pie. And we move on to the last one out of the three. So let's pop this one out of its casing. So I think there's no mistaking that this one's going to be the steak pie. So let's crack into it, shall we? Let's have a gander. So let's slice into that, if we can. Let's have a look. So I can see already there's some really massive pieces of steak in there, isn't there? That looks good. Nice big pieces of steak, nice gravy. There's they say a picture tells 1,000 words, don't they? We'll have a bite into this bit though. That looks good as well, doesn't it? Plenty of gravy. That is so nice. Nice crispy pastry, good quality, massive chunks of meat in there. Now I know I keep going on about this meat and potato pie, but I've honestly never seen anything like it in my life for a meat and potato pie. Usually when you get one, you can see like a couple of pieces of meat in it. Plenty of potato, but only a couple of like little straggly bits of meat. But not this one. This one tastes like it's got proper pieces of steak in it. So let's go through these one by one, shall we? Let's do this meat and potato pie first. Now, as I said earlier on in the vlog, I've never seen a meat and potato pie like it. I thought the lad in shop, excuse me, had made a mistake, but he hasn't. That is a meat and potato pie. Now, they're usually a lot more pale than that, aren't they? But there's no mistake in it. Once you've tasted it, it is meat and potato. But yeah, excellent, that. Packed with ingredients, and like a nice rich gravy in it as well. You can taste the chunks of meat as well. So yeah, really good, that. So that's the meat and potato. This is the pork pie. Now, you saw me slice into this earlier and it was oozing with juice. You can probably see some of the juice just coming out of it now. Good bake on it. Nice, good quality salty juice and salty pork as well, which I think the hungry Labrador wants to try some of. So yeah, really good, that. And the steak pie as well. That's a good cross section, isn't it? Massive chunks of steak in there, good quality, nice rich gravy. The pie had a good bake on it, good quality ingredients, you can tell, good quality. So that's a brief resume of each pie. So what am I going to mark them out of 10? Let's get the receipt out again. So they cost £7.80. Probably good value, that, isn't it? Northern England, 21st of February 2025. Big queue. Lad in the shop was sound as well. That's got to be. I've never had, by the way, I've never had a meat and potato pie like that one. That was superb. What am I going to give them out of 10? Pork pie had loads of juice in it. I'm going to give them a 9.8 out of 10. And if you're ever in Skipton, a really nice market town, Skipton, I'm going to take a little bit of footage for you and show you a couple of the main streets. Bustling place and well worth a visit. So yeah, 9.8 out of 10. Lad in shop was sound. Come and give them a try, and let me know what you think of them. So don't tell me I don't bring you a bit of culture and history alongside pies. Now this is the entrance to Skipton Castle. I've just checked and it's £12.40 for each adult to get in. Now let me know in the comments, but I think that's expensive. That should be about a £5 each, I reckon, but what do I know. So I think it's safe to say that spring's on its way. Look at this inside of a pub. 1676. That's a fair age, isn't it? And you've also, as well, you've got some of these steps here that you used to use for mounting horses. And bonus footage of a greyhound as well. So I'll just do your 360. So the pie shop is just down in that direction. We've just walked up a little bit of a hill. And we're heading into Skipton town centre. In fact, we're probably more or less in it, but it's just a little bit in that direction down there. Just walked past this place. That's an estate. You're fine, thank you. Just walked down the street from the pie shop and I spotted the shop frontage of this place. It's an estate agent's now, but I can imagine this place back in day was like a tailor's or outfitter's. You don't see many shop frontages like that anymore. Anyway, we digress, so I'll just pan around a bit. We've walked, as I say, we've walked down from the pie shop and we're on a street called Sheep Street. A bit blustery today, but quite warm, unusually warm for February. Anyway, I'll stop waffling, and all that remains for me to say is please join me again on my next adventure, wherever that may be, either like we are here in Skipton, in North Yorkshire, or elsewhere around the world. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.